Apa dia? Okay. Okay, so alright, so kita akan sambung. Kita stop dekat protein kan, DNA and dengan RNA molecules kita tak masuk lagi kan. Okay. Yang ni tak masuk lagi kan? Belum, okay. So, just to recap, we already discussed water. Okay, water and the 6 properties, the structure and the properties of water. Ada carbohydrate, the classes of carbohydrates, monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide, and also the formation and breakdown of maltose and the structure and function of starch, glycogen, cellulose. Okay, and then we have lipid, okay, formation and breakdown of triglyceride. And then we have the proteins, okay, yang paling banyak learning objective dia ada 6. Okay, first basic structure of amino acids, how amino acids are grouped. Then we have the level of protein, primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary. And then denaturation, the factors that cause the denaturation of protein. And then we have the formation and breakdown of dipeptide. And the last one is classification. And this is the last subtopic, DNA and RNA molecules. So because we have 1 hour, and for this subtopic, we only will be covered for 10 to 15 minutes sahaja. Okay, so for today, kita akan masuk juga, okay, we're going to proceed on topic 2, okay, cell structure and functions. Okay, so 1.5, DNA and RNA molecules. So these are our learning objective. Okay, state the structure of a nucleotide as the basic composition of nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and ribonucleic acid, RNA. Okay, illustrate the structure of DNA based on the Watson and Crick model. State the types of RNA, compare DNA and RNA. So, soal yang D ni, okay, yang D, okay, this one, that is the favorite. Okay, favorite soalan, favorite benda yang ditanya selalunya. And then because the learning outcomes is compare, so whenever whenever you found compare punya soalan, you need to include similarities and differences. Okay, similarities and differences. So we're going to discuss learning objective A dulu. Alright, nucleic acids, 2 type of nucleic acids. Okay, we have 2 type of nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid, or you can write as DNA. Okay, and then we have ribonucleic acid, or you can just write as RNA. Okay, DNA and RNA. So these 2 are nucleic acids. The monomer of nucleic acids is nucleotide. Okay, nucleotide. Monomer of nucleic acid is nucleotide. What is the monomer of protein? Farah, what is the monomer of protein?
Amino acid
Very good, betul, pandai. So amino acid is the monomer of protein. Monomer of nucleic acid is nucleotide. Okay, so what is the structure of nucleotide? Okay, nucleotide ni ada apa? It consists of phosphate group. Okay, phosphate group, pentose sugar, okay, and nitrogenous base. Okay, pentose sugar, we have 2 types of pentose sugar. Nitrogenous base, we can classify into 2 groups. Okay, so kita akan tengok next. So nucleotide, this is the structure of nucleotide. Maybe the question will ask you to draw nucleotide. Okay, the question the question won't ask you how to draw DNA. Tak pernah lah, bukan tak pernah, pernah lah sekali, tapi a long time ago. Dia tanya soalan draw the structure of DNA. Okay. Alright, so this is nucleotide. It consists of phosphate group. So this is phosphate group. Okay, phosphate group, and then we have the pentose sugar. Okay, pentose sugar, and then we have nitrogenous base. For pentose sugar, it can be but it have two. Okay, it has two types of pentose sugar. It has ribose and also deoxyribose. Ribose is for RNA. Okay, RNA. Deoxyribose is for DNA. Okay, right, and ribose is for RNA, deoxyribose is for DNA. So this is one of the difference that you can discuss when you compare DNA and RNA. So for nitrogenous base, it can classify into two groups. Okay, we have pyrimidine and purine. Okay, we have pyrimidine and also we have purine. Okay, six-membered ring, and then purine is six-membered ring fused to a five-membered ring. So if the question give you the structure of DNA, make sure you know how to identify which group those nitrogenous base belongs to. For example, if the question give you a structure of DNA like this, so you know this group is bigger, this base is bigger. Okay, this base is bigger. Same goes to this one, this one, this one. Oh, sorry. Yang last tu bukan Mana dia? Eh. Okay, yang last tu bukan yang ni. Apa dia tak boleh ni? Okay. So yang last tu, okay, saya bulat balik. Okay. If the question give you a structure of DNA, so the one that is larger, for example, the one that I circle belongs to A or G. Okay, it belongs to group purine. So kalau group purine, it only has two bases, adenine and guanine. Okay, kalau yang besar purine ada dua je, adenine and guanine. Okay, for pyrimidine, okay, kalau for pyrimidine we have three groups. Okay, three bases: cytosine, thymine, and uracil. Okay, cytosine, thymine, and uracil. Okay, for purine we have A and G. Okay, for now we discuss about DNA. If we want to discuss about DNA, what are the four bases in DNA? Iman, what are the four bases in DNA?
Four bases. Phosphate group ni ke?
Apa dia? Phosphate group?
Huh?
Four bases in DNA. Nitrogenous base of DNA apa?
Tak faham.
Tak faham? Four nitrogenous base of DNA. Dalam DNA ada nitrogenous base apa?
Tak faham.
Ha?
Tak faham.
Tak faham? Okey, dalam DNA ada base apa?
Ada fosfat.
Tak, itu nucleotide. Iman. Sekolah tak belajar pasal DNA ke? Basic knowledge ni, dalam DNA ada base apa? Cuba tengok dekat next structure. Tengok structure of DNA tu. Okay, dekat base DNA, DNA ni ada apa nitrogenous base yang mana satu? Antara huruf-huruf ni, dia ada nitrogenous base apa? Tengok. Kejap. Kan lah tak tahu. Tak jumpa ke?
Jumpa madam.
Tak jumpa?
Ah,
Tak, mesti jumpa.
ya.
Ada tak lecture note dengan awak?
Ada.
Bacalah kat bawah tu. Structure of
Ya.
DNA ada tak?
DNA.
Okey, kalau awak tengok diagram ni, apa base DNA?
Ya. Base DNA.
Apa nitrogenous base of DNA?
Alamak.
Awak tengok diagram ni, diagram yang saya tunjuk ni, apa
Ah,
base of DNA?
nitrogen base ke?
Okey, macam saya cakap, nitrogenous base ni dia ada dua. Dia ada dua
Ah,
group, pyrimidine and purine. Pyrimidine ni ada base CTU. Purine ada A dengan G. So antara huruf-huruf CTU, A, G ni dalam DNA ada huruf apa? Ada base apa?
adenin semua tu ke?
Ya, ada apa?
Adenin. Apa benda dah? Adenin. Ya.
Adenin?
Adenin.
Betul.
Guanin.
Betul, pandai.
Lepas tu guanin lagi.
Okey, guanin dah cakap. Adenin, guanin lagi
Oh,
dua.
ya. Cytosin.
Cytosin lagi.
Thymine.
Thymine, betul. So, ATCG. Dalam exam tulis ATCG saja. Okey, pun boleh. Thank you, Iman. Alright. So, kalau dalam DNA, kita ada yang ni lah macam Iman cakap tadi, kita ada ATCG. ATCG. Okey, ATCG. Okay, itu adalah base dalam DNA. So kita tengok structure of DNA based on Watson and Crick model. So based on Watson-Crick model, awak cerita dulu apa monomer of DNA. Monomer of DNA is nucleotide. Okay, nucleotide. Nucleotide ni ada apa? Dia ada deoxyribose, dia ada phosphate group, dia ada nitrogenous base. Okay, kena spesifikkan deoxyribose sebab kita tengah cerita pasal DNA. If you just write pentose sugar, tak tepat. Okay, what is the pentose sugar for RNA? What is the pentose sugar for RNA? Azwa, what is the pentose sugar for RNA?
Ribose.
Ribose, very good. Okay, ribose. So DNA molecule consists of two strands of polynucleotide that arrange in opposite direction. Ataupun kita cakap DNA molecules consists of two strands of, ataupun macam ni, DNA is anti-parallel. Apa maksud anti-parallel? Dia terbalik. Okay, as you can see in this diagram, phosphate dia pointed ke atas. Okay, sebelah sini, phosphate dia pointed ke atas. Okay, sebelah sini, phosphate dia pointed ke bawah. Okay, yang sebelah sini, phosphate dia pointed ke bawah. Yang pointed ke atas tu, dia adalah 5' kepada 3'. Yang pointed ke bawah 3' to 5'. Okay, maksudnya DNA tu start daripada 5' yang sebelah sini. Okay, it start from 5' menuju ke arah 3'. Okay, on the right hand side, my right hand side here, start from 3' turun kepada 5'. Okay, why 5', why 3'? That is we going to discuss in topic 6. Okay, because this is important. Why DNA is anti-parallel? Because this is important during DNA replication. Okay, kita nak copy DNA tu nanti, dia penting susun macam ni. Okay, untuk DNA replication nanti. That is meant by DNA is anti-parallel. Okay. The two strands twist around each other, forming a double helix. Okay, two strands twist around each other, and then we have the two strands held together by hydrogen bonds. So, in DNA, in DNA. So in DNA we have hydrogen bond. So this is a hydrogen bond. So this strand and this strand held together dipegang oleh hydrogen bond. And this hydrogen bond is located between two complementary base pair. Okay, hydrogen bond ni dia terletak antara dua base pair. Contohnya, kita boleh tengok dekat sini, antara A dengan T ada base pair. Okay, ada jambatan lah, hydrogen bond ni macam jambatan, macam bridge that connect this and this one. Okay, that connect this thing, this side and also this side. Okay, so hydrogen bond is a bond that located between two base pair. So from this diagram, you can see that A and T has two hydrogen bond. Okay, antara A dengan T ada dua hydrogen bond. Between G and C, we have three hydrogen bond. Okay, I repeat, A and T, two hydrogen bond, G and C, three hydrogen bond. Okay, so each Fulton of helix has 10 base pair, the sugar phosphate backbone on the outside and the bases on the inside. Nucleotides are linked to each other by phosphodiester bond. We have another type of bond. Okay, we have another type of bond here. This type of bond is called as phosphodiester bond. The phosphodiester bond is the bond between sugar and phosphate group. Between sugar and phosphate group. This phosphodiester bond will form backbone of DNA. Dia ni sebagai tulang belakang DNA. Dia yang akan support DNA. Okay? That is phosphodiester bond. So, phosphodiester bond, where can you find the phosphodiester bond? Okay, as I said just now, phosphodiester bond is the bond that connected between sugar and phosphate. Okay, and also is the bond that connected one nucleotide to another nucleotide. So, phosphodiester bond is this one. The one that I highlighted in red. Okay, ini adalah phosphodiester bond. Okay, a bond that connected. Okay, a bond that is connect one nucleotide to each other. Phosphodiester bond is the bond that connected between phosphate group and pentose sugar. So you can see that this is one nucleotide. This is the second nucleotide. So they are connected by phosphodiester bond. Boleh? Clear tak? Iman okey tak, Iman? Iman okey tak?
Okay.
Okay, alright, good. Okay, yang lain okey? Ada soalan nak tanya? Ya. Okay,
Tak ada, madam. Okay, madam.
Okay, so pattern soalan kalau awak biasa jumpa nanti awak dapat buku pasir tau. Nanti dah isi ke semua Google Form? Sebelum saya lupa. Google Form untuk beli buku tu dah isi ke semua?
Dah.
Dah. Kalau ada masalah keuangan, boleh bagi tahu saya. Okay, ada masalah keuangan ataupun PM saya. Masalah keuangan ke ataupun ada masalah macam tak sure nak beli ke tak. Okay, tanya saya, consult saya dulu. Okay, alright. Tapi kalau dah semua dah isi, bagus. Okay, bagus. Sebab memang saya akan gunakan pasir tu. Okay, biomix tu. Pasir biomix memang saya akan selalu suruh awak buat. Okay, pattern. Ya, pattern soalan yang dia selalu tanya adalah dia selalu bagi gambar. Okay, dia selalu bagi gambar macam ni. Selalu bagi gambar and then they ask you to identify. Identify bond, hydrogen bond, phosphodiester bond, identify the bases and also identify the pentose sugar. Okay, yang last mungkin akan ada satu kot soalan hebat. Kalau soalan structure, selalunya soalan yang last tu adalah soalan hebat. Okay, mungkin akan ada soalan hebat. Alright, so that is structure of DNA. And then we go to RNA. Okay, kita pergi kepada RNA. Okay, RNA. Okay, RNA adalah single. Okay, dia single. Selama-lamanya dia single. Bukan selama-lamanya. Tapi kalau macam dia tak, selalunya kalau dia tak full bentuk jadi huruf T, okay, macam ni, dia akan single. Tapi kalau dia full, nanti kita belajarlah kenapa dia full, topik 6 nanti. Kalau dia full, kalau dia tak full, dia adalah single stranded polynucleotide. Okay, single stranded. So bila single stranded, dia tak ada pasangan. Kalau DNA tadi, dia punya base pair ada pasangan. Yang A kena berpasang dengan T. Yang G kena berpasang dengan C. Kalau single stranded, dia tak ada couple. Alright, we have 3 types of RNA. We have mRNA, rRNA, tRNA. Okay, for mRNA, what is meant by M? Alia Adelina, apa maksud M tu?
Messenger RNA.
Messenger RNA, very good. Function of messenger RNA carries the genetic code transcript copied from DNA. Later we're going to take a look which one is mRNA. Okay, rRNA, what is meant by R? Hisham, R kecil itu apa maksudnya?
Ribosomal subunit.
Ribosomal sahaja. Okay, ribosomal. Ribosome, okay. Ribosome RNA. Okay, ribosome RNA. It will form the ribosomal subunit. tRNA, what is meant by Azwa? T.
Translation.
Translation process. Tu ada jawapan kat situ. T.
Transfer.
Yes, very good. Transfer. Okay. T is for transfer. Transfer amino acid to a ribosome during protein synthesis. Okay, kita tengok gambar ni. Yang mana satu mRNA? Okay, this is mRNA. mRNA yang colour pink tu. Yang ada line, okay. Tali colour pink tu kan? Okay, itu adalah mRNA. Okay, which one is rRNA? rRNA yang macam ribosome ni. Okay, ribosome. Okay, ribosome. Which one is tRNA? Ni. Okay, macam blok-blok ni. Okay, blok-blok lagi, blok. That is tRNA. Transfer RNA. It will transfer amino acid. Okay, ni adalah ribosome rRNA and this is tRNA. Okay, so we're going to see this diagram again in topic 6. Expression of biological information. Okay, so this is RNA, the single-stranded polynucleotide. Okay, single-stranded polynucleotide. As you can see, dia tak ada base, dia tak ada partner dia. Okay, dia single. We have CGAU. So the basis for RNA is CGAU. Dalam RNA, T tu digantikan dengan U. Okay, dalam RNA, base T digantikan dengan U. So AUGC. Okay, so kita tengok comparison between DNA and RNA. Selalunya soalan keluar essay. Dalam essay kita tak boleh buat apa ya, Adila?
Kita tak boleh buat point.
Kita tak boleh buat point form. Ya, betul. Itu adalah rule. Kalau soalan keluar essay, you tak boleh buat dalam point form. Lagi, apa rule dalam Aini, rule dalam kalau kita buat essay?
Kena buat satu point tu satu perenggan yang ada.
Betul juga, 1 point 1 perenggan 1. Okay, tak boleh buat point form, satu point tu satu perenggan. Better satu point satu perenggan lah supaya senang nampak. Tak nak buat satu perenggan pun tak apa. Yang penting awak asingkan perenggan untuk similarities, perenggan untuk differences. Ataupun gabungkan pun tak apa. Actually dia tak kisah tau nak asingkan satu perenggan, satu point satu perenggan. Tapi dia memudahkan pemeriksa untuk tanda awak punya paper. Okay, memudahkan pemeriksa. Yang ketiga, actually yang tu saya bawa point yang ketiga lah. Yang kedua, yang penting adalah jangan buat table form. Contoh awak nak buat table macam ni, tak boleh, salah. Itu adalah rule yang paling-paling penting. Salah. Kalau dalam pemeriksa, kalau kita macam batch lepas kan, batch lepas punya soalan SEM 2, ada satu soalan ni tanya apa Tanya apa? Tak ingat tanya apa. Compare kot. Anaerobic. Compare, difference. Describe the differences between fermentation and aerobic respiration. Kita tengok je, soalan tu patutnya essay, awak buat essay cantik. Tapi bila kita tengok, kita buka, table form. Terus kita salah. Walaupun point dia betul. Okay, salah. Salah tu, tak boleh. Dia tak boleh buat tak boleh point form lah. Tak boleh buat table. Kalau buat table salah. Kena buat dalam bentuk essay, dalam bentuk ayat yang cantik. And for differences, okay, rule number 4, for differences you must differentiate in one sentence. Okay, you must differentiate in one sentence. For example, DNA is double-stranded, while RNA is single-stranded. Okay, make sure you differentiate in one sentence. Okay, kita tengok dulu comparison between DNA and RNA. Okay, DNA and RNA both are nucleic acid made up of monomer called nucleotides. Or you can write both are polynucleotide made up of monomer called nucleotides. Okay, so the difference are, okay, DNA is double-stranded while RNA is single-stranded. Okay, pentose sugar in DNA is deoxyribose while pentose sugar in RNA is ribose. Okay, nitrogenous bases in DNA are ATCG while nitrogenous bases in RNA are AUCG. Okay, DNA is relatively larger molecule, while RNA is smaller molecule. Okay, DNA is more stable atau permanent, while RNA is less stable. Next, there is one type of DNA, while RNA has three type or three form, which are tRNA, mRNA, rRNA. Okay, the ratio of A to T and G to C is 1. The ratio of A to U and G to C varies. Okay, yang tu. Boleh? Okay. So, kalau kita tengok, setiap point ni adalah satu markah. Setiap point ni satu markah. So, kalau kita tengok JPU untuk JPU untuk topik 1 ni adalah 5 markah je. So, paling maksimum ni dia boleh tanya 5 point je dia nak. So, kat sini ada berapa point? 3, 6, 7, 8 point. Of course, similarities memang awak kena wajib. Bila comparison, wajib masukkan similarities. Differences ni, awak boleh pilih lah. Mana yang awak nak ingat. Okay, tapi saya punya suggestion adalah, okay, bila kita dah buat differences macam ni, okay, we arrange in terms of the importance. Okay, maksudnya kita dah susun tu, kita ikut dia punya ikut dia punya kepentingan. Maksudnya poin pertama tu adalah benda yang paling penting awak kena cakap. Kalau soalan 5 markah, cakap yang paling penting dulu. The top 5 ini, top 4. Top 5 yang ni lah. Yang ni. Yang ni. Top 5 yang tu. Okay, cakap yang paling penting. Alright. And then, lagi satu. Saya nak cakap pasal the ratio tu. The ratio of A to T and G to C is 1. Okay, yang last kali. The ratio of A to T and G to C is 1. Maksudnya, A to T tu kena satu. Ratio tu kena sama. Sekejap saya. Okay. Kalau A tu, okay. A of course lah complementary dengan T. Okay. G complementary dengan C. 3 hydrogen bond. Ratio of A to T, G to C is 1. Meaning, the same, it must has the same amount. For example, if A has 20, T also have 20%. Okay, in DNA, if A is 20%, T also have 20%. 20%, 30%. So now, my question is, what is the percentage of G? Apa percentage of G? How many percent? Yife, how many percent?
Is it 80?
80. Alright. Okay, that is one answer, Yife. Good. Kita kumpul dulu pilihan jawapan. 80 is the first answer. Ada lagi jawapan lain? Anyone?
Saya nak cuba boleh, madam?
Okay, Fali, yes.
30.
Okay, 80 and then we have 30. Any lagi yang lain? Anyone? Alright, so we have two answers, 80 and 30. So the correct answer is 30. Okay, congrats Fali. The correct answer is 30. Alright, why? Kenapa dia keluar benda ni? Tak nak. Saya nak simpan balik. Okay, the correct answer is 30. Okay, the correct answer is 30. Why? Okay, so sini adalah 40 kan? 40%. Okay, Falih, sambung apa saya explain? Sambungkan kenapa 30%?
Okay, 30% sebab yang A dengan T daripada seluruh DNA tu kan 100%. A dengan T dah ambil 40%. Jadi lagi 60% kita akan bahagikan between G and C. Sebab dia punya ratio 1/1, kita bahagi 2 je lah 60 tu. Dia 60 bagi 2 jadi 30%, 30%.
Betul, pandai, betul. So itulah explanationnya. Okay, so macam Fali cakap, A dengan T, A 20, T confirm 20. Total A dengan T dah 40%. So 100 tolak 40 is 60. Now we have 60%. 60% is for G and C. 60% ni adalah untuk total G and C. Because G and C must be the same amount, so 60 divide by 2. So we get this 30 and also 30. Okay? Boleh ke? Faham ke? Yang lain boleh ke? Faham ke? Faham tak?
Okay, madam.
Nak saya repeat? Ada siapa tak nak saya repeat?
Madam, nak tanya.
Ya.
Yang tu percentage tu kan? Dia apa benda? Dia total dia ke apa?
Okay, dia adalah contoh soalan. Sebab dia cakap kat sini, the ratio of A to T and G to C is 1. Katakanlah ada, sebab soalan ni pernah tanya. Dia tanya dalam satu DNA ada A ada 20. A ada 20%. Dia pernah tanya. Okay, so A ada 20% and soalan dia lepas tu, berapakah bilangan G? Berapa bilangan G? So awak kena guna balik ni konsep ratio ni. Ratio of A to T, G to C is 1. Maksud ratio of A to T, G to C is 1 ni, A tu kena same amount. A tu kena sama banyak dengan T. Kalau A 20, T pun mestilah kena 20. Okay. So bila soalan tu tanya A ada 20, berapakah bilangan untuk G? So awak tahu A 20. T mestilah kena 20 sebab ratio dia adalah 1. Maksudnya amount of A kena sama dengan amount of T. So total A dengan T sekarang ni adalah 40%. Okay. 100 tolak 40, kita dah tinggallah 60. 60% ni adalah total untuk semua ni. G dengan C. G dengan C ni adalah 60%. Okey. Sekarang berapakah nilai G? Of course lah nilai G kita dapat 60 bahagi dengan 2. 30. Kenapa saya kena bahagikan dengan 2? Sebab amount of G dengan to C mestilah sama. Sebab the ratio is G to C is 1. G kena sama bilangan, kena sama jumlah dia dengan C. So kalau 60, kena sama banyak lah. So bahagi je lah 2. So dapatkanlah kat sini jawapan dia 30. 30. Okay, boleh ke?
Boleh sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, dia tak macam RNA. RNA, kalau RNA dia cakap kat LCD, ratio of A to U and G to C varies. Maksudnya, dia akan, dia tak menentu. Okay, dia maksudnya dia macam, kalau A 20, T mungkin ada 60. Sebab dia single stranded. Dia tak complementary. Dia tak same amount. Okay, RNA, dia punya ratio adalah varies. Right. Okay, setakat ni ada soalan? Soalan tak?
Tuan tanya
Ya.
madam.
Ya.
Kalau yang 100% tu maksudnya dia 100% daripada apa? Daripada
100%
satu
DNA.
molekul DNA.
Yang
Ke-
satu molekul DNA.
Oh, okey. Dan nombor ni semua exact number lah dalam yang sebenar. Ke ni andai
tak.
andaikan ke?
Assume je.
Assume. Okey. Terima
Assume
kasih.
saja. Kalau ada juga soalan dia tak bagi dalam bentuk percentage, dia bagi dalam bentuk jumlah. Contoh dalam DNA ni ada 216. Contoh, ada 216 bases. A ni ada 18. Macam tu. Cari nilai G. Macam itulah. Ikut soalan. Kadang dia bagi percentage, kadang dia bagi jumlah saja tanpa ada percentage. Okay, the whole number lah. Okay, ada lagi soalan nak tanya? Kai Peng ada nak tanya?
Saya tahu dulu.
Takut?
Tahu.
Okay, tahu. Alright, sorry. Okay, so,
Understand.
okay, good. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to proceed on. If you don't have any question, I'm going to proceed on. Apa dia ni? Is it okay if I proceed to topic 2? Boleh ke? Sikit lagi. Okay, jap. Nak tanya, dah buat ke app puzzle tu? Ada sesuatu buat app puzzle ke?
Dah.
Ada
Dah.
semalam.
Ada, okay. Go formative.
Informatif tu yang ni kan, lipid tu kan.
Ya, pandai. Sebab saya check, mungkinlah saya check awal sangat kot. Sebab ada yang tak jawab lagi. Ada yang dah jawab. So saya macam, semua dah jawab ke? Dah ke? Nanti saya check sekejap lagi saya check. Habis kelas ni saya check siapa yang tak jawab lagi. Tolong jawab.
Ada
Okay?
soalan baru ke, madam?
Apa dia?
Ada soalan baru ke?
Lipid. Describe structure of lipid. Triglyceride. Okay. Kalau untuk go formative, kalau saya suruh lukis kan, kalau awak tak nak lukis directly dekat situ pun tak apa. Tak payah lukis directly macam tu. Awak lukis dekat kertas, lepas tu upload je. Yang kiranya yang mana yang senang bagi awak, itulah awak buat. Okay. Bukan bagi awak, bagi saya senang adalah tak buat langsung, tak. Okay, buat. Sebab ini kita nak tengok awak buat macam mana lah, praktis macam mana. Sebab bila saya tengok, kan sebelum ni saya assign karbohidrat kan, alpha glucose, beta glucose and then maltose. Kat situ pun ada mistake. So macam kita improve kan kita punya drawing, sebab tu saya suruh awak buat. Okay, sebab nak bagi awak praktis. Okay, untuk buku bio tu yang isi Google Form tu berapa jumlah dia? Buku bio tu yang dah isi, siapa yang dah isi Google Form kan, Google Form nak beli buku tu, bio berapa ringgit total? Anyone tahu tak?
Dia satu set saja, 4 subjek, total 70.
Okay, total 17 4 subjek. Okay, RM8 kan termasuk postage?
Ya.
Ya, memang murah lah.
Tak ada. 70 saja.
Ya, 70. Kira RM70 tu termasuk postage RM8.
Okay.
Okay. So memang murah lah, sebab tu saya tak suggestkan awak beli buku dekat luar. Okay, beli je buku dekat unit yang dah prepare lah, yang unit dah prepare. Alright. And then okay, yang dah dapat nanti bagi tahu dah dapat buku nanti bagi tahu. Okay, prokaryotics, and these are the subtopics that we going to discuss. Okay, I already explained to about table 4 in MPPB in introduction week. Okay, last week I already explained the table 4. Okay, if you see table 4, you must spend 32 hours in learning this topic, cells, structures and function. Bayangkan 32 jam you have to spend. 32 jam tu including lecture, tutorial, practical and also non-phased independent learning. Okay, 32 hours. So, lot of things in this topic. Okay, subtopic prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, structure and functions, cell membrane and organelles, cell are grouped into tissue, cell transport. Okay, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Kita tengok dulu 2.1 sahaja, sebab ini adalah revision sahaja. Okay, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell state the 3 principles of cell theory, explain the structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, illustrate and compare the structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, so state the 3 principles of cell theory. Kita ada 3. Explain the structure. Of course, you need to know the structure of prokaryote and eukaryote. Okay, prokaryote ni pernah jumpa ke masa SPM dulu? Prokaryote?
Jumpa sikit je, madam.
Oh, sikit saja. Okay. Illustrate kena tahu lukis. Okay, bila illustrate kena tahu lukis. And compare the structure of compare. Okay, soalan ada compare. So bila compare, similarities, differences. The structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Plant, it's not pen seluar. Plant and animal cell. Okay, so cell theories. Okay, apa dia punya? So cell theories, all organisms are made up of one or more cell. Teori pertama. Teori kedua, new cells are always produced from pre-existing cells. Point ketiga. Cell is a structural and functional units of all living things. Theory number 4, the cell contains hereditary information which is passed on from cell to cell during cell division. Okay, state the 3 principles of cell theory. Okay, kita tengok prokaryotic cell. Ke bawah. So this is prokaryotic cell. This example of prokaryotic cell is bacteria. Okay, bacteria. Bakteria dengan virus lain virus macam coronavirus. Okay, coronavirus, that is virus. Bakteria lain. Bakteria tu macam E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, air dalam yogurt tu, dalam Yakult tu, Lactobacillus. Itu adalah bakteria. Okay, tapi dalam Yakult tu, dalam Vitagen tu, itu bakteria baik lah. Okay, bakteria dengan virus lain. Okay, kita tengok dulu structure. Okay, kita tengok dulu structure. Kita ada flagella. Okay, flagella. Kalau soalan dia tunjuk dua macam ni, flagella. Sebab plural. If the question pointed to only one tail, that is flagellum. Okay, flagellum. Singular plural. Nucleoid. Prokaryotic cell do not has nucleus. It only has nucleoid. Okay, nucleoid is the region. Nucleoid is the region where DNA can be found. Okay, dekat nucleoid ni ada DNA. And then we have ribosome. The ribosome for prokaryotic cell is smaller than in eukaryotic cell. Then we have plasma membrane. Plasma membrane of dia terbagi bawah. Cell wall, the capsule and the pili. Okay, bukan pili. Okay, ayah macam Melayu sangat. Pili, okay, pili. Pili ni adalah dia punya function untuk DNA conjugation. Okay, dia juga masa untuk reproduction, untuk dia akan tukar. Nanti saya ceritalah pili tu. Okay, nanti saya cerita pili. Pili dengan flagella lain Pili dia macam tu. Dia macam pili, flagella, cilia. 3 benda yang berlainan. Pili dia ada specific function. Cilia mostly untuk movement. Dia lagi cilia punya bulu saya panggil bulu boleh tak? Hair. Rambut. Cilia punya rambut tu lebih pendek compared to pili. Flagella untuk movement. Of course dia paling besar, dia paling panjang. Okay. So, I just want to pinpoint here. Okay. Prokaryotic cell dia ada 3 layer. If you are not so sure, okay, yang 3 ni. Okay, 3 ni. Dia ada 3 layer. Yang paling luar adalah capsule. Yang second layer adalah cell wall. Okay, cell wall. Third layer barulah dia jumpa plasma membrane. Okay, barulah dia jumpa plasma membrane. So 3 layer. Kalau soalan bagi gambar macam ni and they line up and you're not so sure which one is capsule, tengok layer yang keberapa. The outermost layer is capsule. The second layer is cell wall. Okay, saya ingat Chong Wei pula. Cell wall. Yang ketiga adalah plasma membrane. The innermost layer is plasma membrane. Bakteria ni, it's not very, but dia tough lah. Bakteria ni dia tough. Dia susah nak musnahkan. Dia boleh survive in any condition, in any environment. Why? Because the presence of capsule. Dia ada kapsul ni lah. Kapsul ni lah yang membuatkan dia jadi bakteria ni dia jadi tough. Okay, dia jadi tough. Dia boleh survive in any environment. Okay, alright. So that is the structure. So, structure of prokaryotic cell, it has no true nucleus. Maksudnya true nucleus maksudnya dia tak ada nucleus lah. Okay, true ni kena tulis Kalau awak tulis no nucleus saja, salah. Kena tulis true. No true nucleus. No membrane bounded organelle. Maksudnya dia tak ada organelle yang ada membrane. Organelle yang ada, what is the example of organelle that have membrane? What is the example of organelle that have membrane? Anyone?
Mitochondria.
Very good. Mitochondria. Betul. Thank you, Fali. Lagi? Siapa lagi? Saya tak panggil lagi hari ni. Shalia. Tak dengar lagi suara Shalia. Shalia, lagi apa? Organelle?
Organelle ada membrane kan? Apa nama dia? Vacuole.
Apa dia? Vacuole. Vacuole.
Nucleus membrane.
Apa dia?
Nucleus membrane.
Okay, nucleus. Yes, nucleus. Nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast itu tak ada membrane. No membrane bounded organelle. So prokaryotik ni, sebab itulah bakteria ni dia kecil, dia sangat-sangat kecil kan. Sebab apa? Dia tak boleh nak support membrane bounded organelle ni. Okay, dia hanya ada benda-benda important saja. Thank you Shalia. Lepas tu dia very very small. Dia sangat-sangat small. Nanti kita SEM 2 nanti kita akan tengok E. coli guna mikroskop under 100 times. Okay, under 100 times. Memang dia sangat-sangat kecil. Okay, sangat-sangat kecil. Tak nampak pun dengan naked eyes. Okay, the genetic material dia is DNA. Of course dia ada DNA molecule. Sebab tu dia boleh survive. Sebab itulah dia akan function. Dia boleh pass, dia akan sentiasa membiak sebab dia ada DNA. Tapi DNA dia adalah circular. Circular DNA. Okay, circular DNA. Dia bukan linear. Kita human, okay, animal and plant cell, kita punya DNA adalah linear. Okay, DNA for prokaryotic cell is circular and it is not enclosed by nuclear envelope. Dia tak duduk dalam nukleus. Sebab tu DNA in prokaryotic cell we call that as naked DNA. Okay, naked DNA. It is not associated with histone protein. Okay, not associated with histone protein and it is located in a region called nucleoid. Okay, nucleoid. Dia duduk dekat mana? Dia duduk dekat region satu tempat yang diberi nama nucleoid. Okay. Ada tak? Tak ada ni adalah histone protein. Yang ni. Okay. Ini adalah DNA dalam animal dengan plant cell lah. DNA dengan DNA in animal and plant cell, we have histone protein. Purple, bola-bola kecil color purple ni. But in prokaryotic cell, no histone protein. Okay, DNA is not enclosed in histone protein. It's not wrapped around histone protein. Dia duduk macam tu je. Dia duduk seketul macam tu je. Okay, DNA circular duduk situ je. Okay, naked DNA. Alright, and then sikit je lagi saya pergi pada prokaryotik saja. Plasma membrane function control the exchange of waste materials and nutrients. It also has capsule. As I said, capsule, the outermost layer. Okay, it protect the bacteria from phagocytosis. Sebab itulah dia sangat-sangat protektif. Okay, contohnya lah, kalau dulu-dulu sebelum COVID ni, okay, sekarang ni pun ada sebenarnya. Kata kalau awak pergi toilet and then awak tak basuh tangan. Lepas awak pergi toilet, awak tak basuh tangan. Okay, awak terus makan. Okay, terus makan. E. coli tu boleh masuk dalam badan awak dengan senangnya. Sebab apa? Sebab dia ada kapsul. Okay, dia akan protect the bacteria from phagocytosis by the host white blood cell. Okay, yang tu. And then dia ada cell wall. Cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Ini soalan dia selalu tanya. Tolonglah ingat cell wall ni diperbuat daripada apa. Okay, sebab nanti pun kita kena compare, kita kena buat differences. Ini pun adalah one of the differences that we can discuss. Okay, the cell wall. Cell wall is made up from peptidoglycan. Okay, what is the function of cell wall? To maintain its cell shape. Kalau cell shape dia bulat lah dia maintain. Kalau cell shape dia rectangle lah dia akan maintain. Okay, and then we have the ribosomes. The plasmid is small circular DNA that carry accessory genes. Okay, dia tak tunjuk plasmid sini. So actually we have plasmid. Wait, if we can see. Oh no. Okay, we can't see. Actually, it's supposed to be plasmid. Okay, it's supposed to have plasmid. For example, I draw plasmid. Color lain, color purple. Plasmid adalah macam ni. Okay, bentuk bulat macam tu. Okay, plasmid adalah double stranded DNA. Dia berbentuk bulat. And the function is to carry accessory genes. Okay, the function is to carry accessory gene. Okay, carry accessory gene. Alright, and then we have fimbriae or pili. Pili, the function is for attachment to host cell. So macam mana once dia dah masuk dalam badan kita, macam mana dia nak attach kepada badan kita? by pili. Or if you want to attach to other bacteria, it will use pili. Okay. Fimbriae is shorter than pili. There are fewer pili than fimbriae. So fimbriae and pili are two different things. Pili ni ada juga sex pili. Sex pili ni, the function is to transmitting DNA untuk proses reproduction lah. Okay, reproduction. Okay, for process asexual reproduction, they will use sex pili. So dia akan, what happen is, okay, what happen, the two, okay, this is prokaryotic A and this is prokaryotic B. Okay, prokaryotic B. So this is flagellum. So they connected, so they will connected through macam tu. They will connected through sex pili. So dia akan connect dengan sex pili. Sex pili between each other, they will connected and they will transfer the DNA between bacteria. Right? And then the last one, I think this is the last one. We have flagellum. Flagellum or flagella, flagellum singular, flagellum singular, flagella plural. The function is for movement. Dia gerak-gerak guna flagellum. Okay. And yeah, the last one, sorry, this is the last one. The last one is mesosome. Mesosome, the function sama macam mitochondria. Sebab prokaryotik ni tak ada mitochondria, it has mesosome. Mesosome is infolding of plasma membrane. Plasma membrane tu dia berlipat ke dalam, we call that as mesosome. Function similar to mitochondria, to provide energy, to provide ATP. Okay, that is mesosome. Alright, boleh ke? Any questions? Okay, any question regarding structure of prokaryotic cell? Ada soalan tak? Kalau tak ada, I'm going to stop here. Okay, I'm going to stop here and alright, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to see you on when? I think it is on Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to see you on Wednesday. We're going to do experiment. Okay, experiment. Alright, see you on next Wednesday. Thank you guys. Bye. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera.
Thank you, madam.
Bye, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Madam, bye-bye.
Bye.
Madam.
Ya.